Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Quick sip of coffee. Starbucks today, not Wawa. Ah, it tastes good. It tastes good. It tastes. Their coffee is different. It really is different. I like Wawa coffee, but I got to say, Starbucks, there's something very unique about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just doing my read in, and I think this story is one that I saw in Axios. It's not in the newsletter. It's not in the newsletter, but I'm a believer in this. And it said, if you're, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas, and if you need a gift, think about the gift of experiences. Or as I say to our kids, the gift of time. Like, give me the gift of time. Let's do something together. And it leads to this message from Parks Casino because I believe in it. Like, how about a pair of tickets for something coming up at the Excite Center? And then you lock in the date, you hand them over for the holidays, and you're going to spend time with somebody who's important to you. Parks Casino, my casino of choice, the number one casino right in the Philly burbs, less than 2 hours from New York, so close to northern and southern New Jersey and Delaware, too. The Excite Center is their state of the art facility. By the way, this reminds me, we have not yet released another of my cigar stories from Parks Casino. Note to self to contact PJ and make that happen. But so many different types of entertainment. So whoever's on your guest list, like, you got them covered. Do they appreciate Colin Jost and SNL? Because he's coming back for 2 nights. Country artist Cole Swindell, the reggae sounds of Shaggy, actor Richard Kind from Curb Your Enthusiasm, Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains. How about magician Michael Carbonaro in the big room? That's fun stuff. Enjoy dinner and drinks before the show. Liberty Bell Gastropub, Parks Grill Steakhouse, Bamboo Noodle House, parkscasino.com. Buy tickets for all these shows. Give them to someone you love for the holidays and enjoy their company in the new year or close to the holidays. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Well, this is really interesting. Yesterday, 33,439 votes cast. So a healthy sample size on the poll question of the day. Does Donald Trump's impact on the news and our lives in 2024 warrant him being named the Time Person of the Year? 72.42% of you, not me, of you said no. Are you blanking me? How could it not be Trump? And by the way, and of course, we have the story today in the newsletter from Politico. They got a leak. It is Trump. It is Trump. And it should be Trump. And I knew this was going to happen, that people would look at this, even though I gave you the criteria of Time's, I hate to even say award, recognition. I did not say, this was very deliberate on my part. I did not say, should Donald Trump be the Time Person of the Year? Because I knew that people were like, I don't want him. He'll enjoy that. I don't want him to have it. So I went the extra mile and I said his impact on the news and our lives, because that is from the criteria that Time magazine uses. The person or persons who most affected the news and our lives for good or ill and embodied what was important about the year. It had to be him. It's not Kamala Harris for a 107-day campaign that was unsuccessful. It's not Kate Middleton. Love her. Wish her Godspeed in her fight against cancer. Think she does great things for the UK and the monarchy in general. Elon Musk, Benjamin Netanyahu, all significant players. But no, it had to be Trump. It had to be Trump. Okay, love today's poll question. I have to say, this is one of those days, and I know I probably, if you're watching me on YouTube, you're going to get a blurry screen, probably can't see this, but I had to buy the New York Post today. It's a New York Post kind of day. Headline, Close Encounters of the Turnpike, or Who Drone It? New Jersey in high anxiety over mystery flyers. Question, are the drones spotted over New Jersey benign? Or do they pose a serious concern? What the hell is going on in New Jersey? The Associated Press, the very latest reporting, the large mysterious drones reported flying over parts of New Jersey in recent weeks appear to avoid detection by traditional methods such as helicopter and radio, according to a state lawmaker briefed Wednesday by the Department of Homeland Security. In a post on the social media platform X, Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia, a guest on today's radio program, described the drones as up to 6 feet in diameter and sometimes traveling with their lights switched off. The Morris County Republican was among several state and local lawmakers who met with state police and Homeland Security officials to discuss the spate of sightings that range from New York City through New Jersey and westward into parts of Pennsylvania, including over Philadelphia. The devices do not appear to be being flown by hobbyists, Fantasia wrote. Dozens of mysterious nighttime flights started last month and have raised growing concern among residents and officials. Part of the worry stems from the flying objects initially being spotted near the Picatinny Arsenal, a U.S. military research and manufacturing facility. Like, I get the concern, and I'm worried. I don't want the Chinese spying on our military installations. But I remember in the case of the Chinese weather balloon, here's something that stands out from that whole episode. And they should have shot that weather balloon down a hell of a lot sooner, in my opinion, or whatever it was. And I think that they should do likewise with these drones and put an end to this. But what I remember is there were all these reports with the weather balloon, like, oh my God, they're flying that balloon right over, some location in the far west where we had a nuclear missile site. And then, oh my God, they're flying the weather balloon right over this army base. Oh my God, they're flying. And you got the impression that this thing was on a trajectory of just doing reconnaissance. And then I had this idea where I went and I pulled up a map of military installations across the U.S. Guess what? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. You would have to fly that weather balloon in the most bizarre of direction to avoid where we have sensitive information and military capability. So I'm not sure what to make of the drones. And I think that there are a lot of people out there who are drone enthusiasts now, and that maybe, I don't know, but maybe in the end, it's the summer of the shark. Maybe now we're all fixated on the drones, and therefore every instance is one that gets reported and then people stitch them together. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And Congressman Jeff Van Drew is the one who said on Fox on Wednesday, I'll read this from the New York Post coverage. The mystery took an unexpected twist on Wednesday when U.S. Representative Jeff Van Drew claimed the drones very possibly could be Iranian technology deployed from a mothership stationed off the East Coast, citing highly reliable sources with top security access when contacted by the New York Post. These drones should be shot down, he told the New York Post and Fox News. The military is on full alert with this. But within hours of the Pentagon flatly rebuking Van Drew's claims, they insisted that there was no evidence the drones belonged to a foreign adversary. And then you've got Dawn Fantasia, the assemblywoman that I referenced earlier, also quoted in this story. After the meeting with lawmakers in Trenton on Wednesday, Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia expounded on the scope of the situation in an X post and the bureaucratic snafu that has kept local officials from addressing it. The sightings began around November 18, with incidents being reported every night since and persisted until dawn. Some nights there were as many as 180 sightings, according to Fantasia. She said state authorities have been shackled and unable to intercept the drones because they fall under federal jurisdiction. Hey, look, it's a great diversion. It's a great poll question. It's kind of, as long as it's not dangerous, it's kind of fun to think about, isn't it? Like, what the hell is going on? So go to Smerconish.com and answer today's poll question, won't you please? Are the drones spotted over New Jersey benign, or do they pose a serious concern? I still can't believe nearly 3/4 yesterday said, no, Donald Trump should not be the Time Man of the Year, Person of the Year, Person of the Year. You're not necessarily saying something good about him by recognizing him as such. There've been a lot of bad characters who've been the Time Person of the Year, because the criteria is what kind of an impact did they have on the news. All right, gang. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate all of you. Go vote at Smerconish.com.